Da-da-da-da-da-da. What's the good word, guys? My name is Matt McCoy, country song teacher. I hope you're doing well. And guys, the big things in your life. Let me address something really fast before I jump into this video. Yesterday, I did a video, Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. And to be quite honest with you, I was trying, a lot of people request that song. I was trying to figure it out, jumped on here way too fast. And it was just an awful video. I didn't realize how bad it was till I rewatched it. And I got on this morning, I was logging on my comments, and there was just so much negative feedback. You shouldn't be a teacher. You're awful. Why do you get on here? You should quit. All this stuff. And trust me, I'm a big boy. I'm not looking for praise or anything. I can take it. I've done 3,000 videos, so I can handle some negative feedback. Trust me. But I assessed it again, and I was like, you guys and gals are totally right. I did awful in that video. I try to keep lessons very simple. I try to be very raw with what I do, and I try to be real. So if I struggle with something, I kind of want to expose that I struggle. I want y'all to know I'm not this guitar player here trying to teach you guys that are down here. We are all kind of learning together. I know some major chords and a few little tricks here and there, but I'm still learning myself 20 years later. I've got a lot of the basics down. So I took the video down. New clean slate, and we'll start from there. But I just want to say I'm sorry, that was a bad quality video, and I try to have a lot of fun and be raw, but I still need to produce good content, and I hope I'm a blessing to you all on this channel. So another comment I got yesterday was talking about, Matt, I'm playing with someone, and they said my Cadd 9 doesn't sound the same as their C, and we don't group together. So I'm going to talk about the two versions of the C chord. And I'll give you my story and kind of why I do what I do, and maybe it can help some of you guys and gals out there. Now, obviously, the original C chord, if you looked up C chord on guitar, it's going to be the second string of the first fret. That's the B string. And then the fourth string of the second fret, 88, it's the D string. And the fifth string of the third fret, that's the A string. So you strum the bottom 5 strings. So a regular C chord, second, it's a kind of the climber chord of the first, second, and third fret. Second, fourth, fifth, and you strum the bottom 5. That's the way I was taught the C chord. That is the C chord. So again, it's kind of the climber chord. The reason, when you hear the Matt McCoy 4 chords, if you follow 90% of my lessons, I'm always locking in the 2 bottom strings of the 3rd fret. And I play a G, I slide my top 2 fingers down. For a C, I slide them over for the E minor, and I slide it down to the 3rd string for D. The reason I do that is I want to make a beginner who kind of gave up on guitar, thought they could never learn, see a little pattern, see something like, oh, wait a minute, I think I can do this. I can play something. Hear a Luke Combs song and then you roll here with your head in the wind, baby, without warning, she got the best of me. She broke my heart, rock me, mama, like a wet. So I want you to be able to lock those 2 bottom strings, focus on the 2nd and 3rd fret only, and start to get some confidence. And I've got emails after comments for 15 years. Man, I can never learn. But man, after I saw your method, so I know I've gotten plenty of positive feedback on that, but I also know there is a little different sound. So you got to decide with your skill level which one you want to play. So again, remember, you're not strumming the top strings. So the top strings, you're irrelevant, right? When you play the Cadd 9, you're still playing the 4th and 5th the exact same. You're using your 1st and 2nd finger, but that part of the chord is still the same. So the 5th string, the 4th string, and the 3rd string is the same. The only the difference is going to be, so with my Cadd 9, you're locking the 2 bottom strings, you hear this sound. Versus a C chord, you would just have that 2nd string pressed. So you see that? If you strum the bottom 3 strings, you'll hear a difference. What it is, you're taking on this 5th and the 2nd string here. Remember, on string names, the bottom is 1, the top is 6. On that 2nd string, you're taking it up a whole step. So instead of the 1st fret, you're playing the 3rd fret. And on the bottom string, instead of leaving it open, you're going a step, 1.5 step. So that's the difference. Now listen to so for example, if on that Luke Combs song, Luke Combs, as a matter of fact, Lee does use a lot of the Matt McCoy 4 chords, the Cadd 9s, that kind of thing. Let me say this too. Sometimes I even do this without telling y'all. Once you get more comfortable, you can take your ring finger off, and now the only difference is that 2nd string. So if I'm playing a Cadd 9 without my ring finger on the bottom, so I'm not locking the 2 bottom strings, I'm playing like this. The only difference is instead of that, it's that, so it's very subtle. But in case you're new to my lessons, there is a reason I teach that C add 9. When I first learned guitar, most of the songs would start with a G. You would take all your fingers off and go to a C, and I simply practiced and practiced and practiced and could not do that. So I kind of gave up. My mom wanted me to play for her while she sang at church, and I would go. I would have to stop. Obviously now I can do the C chord because I've been playing 20 years. But I'm saying those first year or two, I just gave up guitar. I totally quit for a while because I simply couldn't change fast enough. So what I try to get beginners to do is to just learn. You can lock in the 2 bottom strings, take the top 2 fingers down, and then, boom, you're golden. You can play so many songs. So forth. So that's why I teach the C add 9. I just want to say that's my 2 versions. You can play a regular C, and if I'm playing in the key of F, where I go F, A minor, C, G, I do play. I go from an F, maybe A minor, to a regular C. So there's sometimes I still do a regular C, but 90% of the time I'm in that key of G with the Matt McCoy 4 chords, G, C minor, and D, and I'm just. Remember, even if when you do a strum, you don't even have to do all the strings. If you're going back and forth the G and C, you can strum maybe the top 4 on the G and maybe the 5, 4, and 3. One of the things you'll get better and better at as you play is controlling the pick, controlling the depth of your strum, controlling the tone. Maybe play it like. Maybe palm mute, hammer-ons, that kind of thing. You'll get more little tricks in your bag there. But starting out, what I wanted you to do is be able to play some songs you know. In my beginner guitar course, the song I always have, smile on your face, lets me know that you need me. It's just going back and forth the whole time. G, D, C, D. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. The touch of your hand says you'll catch. So forth. So that's why I teach that song, because it's great to get a beginner saying, oh, I can play a song. That's what I want you guys and gals to do. Get to where you can play a song, listen, find your favorite country song, favorite worship song, and jam away. So hope it's a blessing to you all. Like I said, the difference is on my C add 9, you get that higher sound with the bottom 2 versus a regular C. But if you're playing with my 4 chord songbooks, when you see the C chord, if you're good and you want to do a C, that's fine. If you want to do the Matt McCoy 4 chords, you can go to a C add 9. Either way, it's going to sound great, and the crowd's going to love you. So I hope it's a blessing to you all, guys. Like I said, if you want one of my courses, beginner course, strumming course, that kind of thing, or a 4 chord songbook, go to CountrySongTeacher.com. CountrySongTeacher.com. Again, I apologize for yesterday. Again, when you do so many videos like I do, I got 3 kids, a business, I got all kinds of stuff going on. Sometimes I'll rush these things too much, and I just want to say I'm sorry. So thank y'all for sticking with me, and subscribe for hopefully some good lessons in the future. I love you. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Let's go. Hey, 4 chord Friday coming tomorrow. Be to tune in.